everybody.
Hey guys.
We're back in the kitchen. We're actually cooking today, which is fun.
I know, I'm excited because I feel like we haven't cooked for you guys in a minute.
And you know, I have been hungry for pancakes.
Pancakes!
But I didn't want the kind you get at the restaurant that are so big and gooey and...
Oh yes, you know, pancakes, okay, I have confession time. Pancake mix is kind of a staple in our house right now because, you know, it's easy for me in the morning, get the kids up, throw some pancake mix in a bowl, mix it up, throw it on the pan, voila, you're done. But the unfortunate thing about those is that they're not always that good.
Well, and I'm dealing with your dad, who's diabetic.
Yeah.
And so we have a balancing act between the protein I need and the balance of carbs to protein.
And you know, let's face it, pancake mix is not what I would call the most bariatric-friendly food in the world.
No, and pancakes overall are not
bariatric-friendly.
No.
But we're going to show you guys some that are.
We're going to say everybody is guilty of that bite or two of that gooey.
I wouldn't call it guilty. I would call it, every once in a while we indulge.
Okay, you can call it that. You can call it indulging if you like. But I made up a pancake recipe.
And it's good.
It's good. Your dad liked it, which is phenomenal.
I know, right? So.
He asked for it again and again. So we're going to start out this, and I'll post the whole recipe.
We'll have the whole recipe up on the blog, so
later.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
So we're going to start out with, we got a whole cup of almond flour.
Okay. And this is just regular almond flour. You can buy this pretty much anywhere nowadays. So, or you can make your own, just chunk some almonds in a food processor and whirl it up.
And we're not pure. We have to have it stick together. So we're adding some whole grain flour.
This is some whole wheat flour. And you, no carb people, don't worry. We got one coming for you guys here in a minute.
And then we need a tablespoon. Let's start with a tablespoon of Splenda. We're using Splenda. You could use Trevia.
Yeah, whatever
that's
you like.
the only two I recommend to anybody.
Yeah, I mean, really, none of the others. In baking especially, they just don't work well.
They just don't work. Throw in that half a cup of pecans.
Pecans!
And now we need a pinch of salt. That's good. 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, people.
Coconut oil. Now, can you use like melted butter? Or...
You could use butter, you can use vegetable oil, whatever you like.
2 tablespoons, yeah.
2 tablespoons.
Okay.
But I happen to like coconut oil. I'm trying to put better...
Messy.
Yeah, it is a little messy.
Messy.
I'm trying to put a little bit better oils into our food. And, okay.
Yeah, coconut oil really is one of the most
now
healthy
you need
oils you can
4
use.
teaspoons of baking
I just
powder.
put this over here.
Well, here's a jar.
Yeah, thanks.
Always have extras, and it always counts. 4 teaspoons, and I'm going to grab the milk.
Okay.
And some of you may recognize these containers. We're not sponsored, so
yeah.
But you can recognize what we use. And
you know what? It's YouTube. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. We're going to use a cup of this. And I like this because I'm lactose intolerant.
Is that Fairlife? That's Fairlife. If y'all haven't used it, it's actually really good milk. We're lactose intolerant. Can't do typical cow's milk. That neither of us really have a problem with. So.
I haven't had a problem with it. It has 50% more protein, 30% more calcium, 50% less sugar, and sugar is lactose.
And we are not sponsored. That's just a, hey, we like that stuff.
Hey, we like this stuff. Okay, we're going to just dump that in there.
Just dump the whole thing in there, okay.
I'm going to crank this up.
Okay. Do we need to add an egg or anything to it? Or
yeah, we need to add at least 1 egg.
Okay.
Did I put them out here? If it doesn't, if you don't think it's sticking together like you want it to, you can add 2 eggs.
Okay.
That's just kind of a rule of
thumb. I usually add like more flour, but
no, you add more egg. Because we don't want the flour. You know.
Makes sense. But could you add more like almond flour, do you think? Could you
almond flour, it doesn't have anything to make it stick together.
Oh,
That's why I had to add because this is one of those, and ladies that are gluten intolerant, this is where the gluten, you have to have gluten to get it to hold together. It's just like when you're making bread.
So somebody who's gluten intolerant could just use straight up all almond flour
And eggs.
and omit
And
the
use,
wheat flour.
what I would do there is I
Okay.
would separate the yolk from the white. I would beat the white,
Okay.
and I would add the yolk first and then fold in the white.
Okay. Hey, that sounds cool.
It just gives it where it gives air.
Yeah.
Because you want these things to kind of
Be
puff
light.
up a little bit.
So, all right. So I think
Okay, we are.
the mixture is ready. So should I go ahead and spray this down then?
Yeah, this says it's hot, so. Woohoo! Let me get a.
All right. Now, how much batter do you add to the pan?
I like to use about 1/4 of a cup.
Okay. So that's a good.
That's at least 1/4 of a cup.
All right.
Let's just put that right in the middle and kind of spread
There
it
we
out
go.
a little bit. And let
That's
it,
good, actually. That's beautiful.
let it do its thing.
Pan's a little bit hot, but
And we don't have a camera overhead.
right. So I've got coconut oil right here. I'm just going to do this number
You're gonna
because
work it into your
I'm going to work
hand.
it into my hands. This stuff is so good for you. I have coconut oil. I have one in my kitchen and I have one in my bathroom. And the one in my kitchen is for cooking, and the one in the bathroom is for my face and my hair and my skin and my nails. And
See, this takes a little bit longer than regular pancake, but you've got to watch it because you don't want it to get.
so does it work like a regular pancake? Because a regular pancake, you know it's ready to turn when it's got the bubbles coming up in the middle and the edges are kind of dry. Is this kind of the same?
Kind of the
Okay.
same. You may
Let's
have
move over
to,
the middle.
because see, I don't think this flipper's gonna work. I'm gonna
Okay,
get
we need a
different one.
thinner flipper.
I'm gonna actually not supposed to use a metal one in there, but this metal one is the best
Yeah.
flipper I've got. You see, I can lift it up.
Are you just
You
going to
see-
check the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I'm just
Bottom
gonna.
looks good. Oh, that's beautiful.
So
I'm sad that we don't have the overhead camera anymore.
this is one of those.
I may have to talk my husband and my best friend into filming us again, just so we can have that really cool effect. Because
Because-
that's really cool looking.
Yeah, because this
Beautiful.
looks like a pancake.
It does. It looks
Smells
just
like
like
a pancake.
it does smell like a pancake. And if it didn't have the pecans in it, I would probably give some to my son to try. All right. Well, while you're lifting that out, I'm gonna get the stuff together for our next
Make sure-
pancake.
I gotta make sure that it's done in the middle. And you can add fruit to this. And we have some fruit. We've got blueberries,
Hey, I need that
blackberries,
spot.
strawberries.
Well, we're gonna break out the fruit. I think after we're done making this other one. Now,
Oh yeah, see this.
This one-
This is done.
okay,
Here it
this
is,
one.
folks.
That one is for everybody who's just eating a regular, normal
Pancake.
pancake diet, and a normal diet. This one is specifically for low carb.
Now, what I use to top my pancake, because I'm not a big one about syrup. I know your dad is. He loves syrup. And
Oh,
we
I
get
love
him
syrup.
sugar-free
Come on.
syrup. But I've never been a big syrup person.
Right.
I like all fruit. It's would you call it a jam or a jelly or a
Plus spread.
Yeah, spread, whatever. It's just, I like apricot and different things like that. So that's what I use because there again, I'm sugar intolerant.
Right. Let's get to the fruit here in a second after we're done. After I'm
All
talking
right.
about this one. This is the low carb pancake, and this is a very standard recipe. I think you guys probably have seen this many times, like on Pinterest, on Facebook, I'm sure. And it's so easy. All it is cream cheese and an egg. Now, the cream cheese should be softened a little more than this cream cheese, I think, is
Do you
actually
need
softened.
the mixer?
I might need the hand mixer just to get this all mixed up because this cream cheese was a little harder than it should have, but so we won't grab that mixer out. All right, so I got this all mixed up now. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. You're gonna want 1 egg for 1 ounce of cream cheese. Let me grab rubber spatula here. And again, you're gonna want, I did not make sure that my cream cheese was as softened as it could have been. You want to make sure that, I mean, literally you want to leave out your cream cheese for like an hour. And you want it to be really, really softened and room temperature.
Now, when I make this, I add a little bit of Splenda,
And you can.
and sometimes I add a little bit of cinnamon.
I like to add cinnamon to it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is just straight up, I mean, if you are This is perfect for anybody who's doing a ketogenic diet, anybody who's doing a primal style diet, who still has the dairy. This is what this is for, and it's perfect for that aspect. So, and again, you're just going to kind of watch it, and as it starts to dry out, I'm going to turn this heat down because these cook at a little bit of a lower temperature because they take a little bit longer to cook all the way through, and you want them to be cooked almost before you turn it. Well, it's almost like making a sunny side up egg.
Well, I thought it's more like a crepe.
A little bit, yeah.
It kind of has a texture of a crepe.
It does.
For people who are just starting on solids, this is a really good place to start.
It is like almost 100% protein. And we used fat-free cream cheese. You can use full-fat cream cheese. You can use the Neufchâtel cheese. You can even use ricotta or mascarpone cheese for this. And
ricotta works really well.
They both work beautifully. I think we're ready to turn it now.
Okay. I thought it needed a little bit more.
We'll see. No, that's good.
Good. And this is
He's perfect.
This is
perfect
for fish.
Yeah.
It works really well for pancakes. So, and the other thing is, when you're cooking and you're doing this on your stove, you've got to kind of balance it with your stove, because I know my stove. Yeah. I know how it controls. I don't know how yours works.
Yeah, exactly. And we also cook on completely different stoves. I have a gas stove, and she has an electric cooktop. So, so it is different for sure.
Even using this electric skillet is a little bit of a trick.
It's like trial and error. Whoops, are we done? We may not be. No, we're not done yet.
Not quite.
So it takes it, and it does take a little bit longer to cook, and that's okay.
So yeah, and you could top these with the same.
Absolutely. Yeah, and this I think I'm gonna go and turn that back on because it's cooked. It just needs to firm. Yeah. And so that's where we're at with that. So I'm gonna get this stuff out of the way, and
we're gonna put this little fella on there.
We're gonna finish cooking this. I'm gonna get this stuff out of the way and bring the fruit over, and we'll show you guys how we decorate these beauties for breakfast or brunch. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. My son's back there singing, and it's hilarious. Never a dull moment around here, people. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and pull this because I think it's good enough. It's good enough. It's cooked all the way through. As you can see, it's firm all the way through. It's exactly what you want. Let's turn this puppy off and move him out of duvet. Mom, be very careful over here because we got hot.
That is very hot.
So we got our 2 pancakes. And we serve these so many different ways. So we have blackberries and blueberries and strawberries, and we are going to try something for the first time for you guys right here today, because we found something brand new at the store. These are kiwi berries. We've never seen these before. We think they're just baby kiwis, but we're not sure.
So I don't like kiwi, so it is going to be a challenge.
I love kiwi, so if she doesn't like them, I'm just going to take them home with me and eat them with bananas. So, all right. Are we ready to try these puppies?
Let's move this over here.
What would you like on yours? We have blackberry spread.
This is some of the fruit spreads, and it's made with like fruit juice. It's like made with white grape juice.
Okay.
Blackberries. I mean, so you can look at your
read your labels.
Yeah.
Like this one says only fruit, and like this one on the Smuckers, it's the Smuckers Simply Fruit. And then there's a couple other brands out there that you can find. This is a local brand that we get at the farmer's market.
Yeah, yeah.
But this one is readily available pretty much everywhere. So.
And if you want to grab the butter out of the refrigerator, you can have a little dab of butter on there. I mean, what's a pancake without some butter? That poor butter dish.
A pancake without butter is like Kim Kardashian without extreme contouring. Yum.
Oh, that's plenty.
Yeah.
Need all. bunch of butter on
Yeah,
mine.
nobody needs a whole bunch of butter. All right,
Probably not hot enough for.
that's okay. It's all good. Who cares? We're gonna taste them, and then I want to taste the kiwi berry. So it has the low carb one with the cream cheese and the egg. It has a very thin texture, so like Mom said, it's like a crepe more than a pancake. But
See, this actually looks more like a pancake. And
well, this is more of a traditional, what you would expect a pancake to look like, fluffy.
nutty.
Mine.
Right. Now you know why your dad loves me.
Those are fantastic. Oh,
Because I can come up with some really good recipes.
All right.
Now I'm going to put a little bit of this on you.
I'm gonna try kiwi berry. I'm gonna get a knife.
You go right ahead with that kiwi berry.
I don't even know how you would eat this, how you go about eating this.
Just
but
like
I'm
you
gonna
would.
cut.
I think it's just like a kiwi. It just doesn't. It
gonna
hasn't
cut.
matured. Cut it longwise to see if they've even. I don't think the seeds have moved.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got seeds in it and everything. I don't know if you can
Yeah.
see that or not.
It's more like a
But,
grape.
All right. Here we go.
All right,
Count
one,
it. 1, 2,
two,
3.
three.
Yeah.
Mushy grape.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah.
She doesn't like it. I love it. These are coming home with me for
You
sure.
can have those. Okay.
All right.
I'm having some of my cherry spread on here.
Cherry spread. It's really good. Life happens. We got a whole bush. I do. As much as I love this one, now don't get me wrong. Okay, if you are not eating carbs and you need a pancake, you want a pancake substitute, this is an amazing substitute. It really and truly is. It is delicious and amazing. But this,
They're both good. They're both very good.
I know. You can eat both of them anytime. You know what these remind me of? The Harvest Wheat pancakes.
That's exactly
And
the
IHOP.
idea.
That's what those remind me of.
That's what
But-
your pop wanted.
But they're mostly almond flour. There's just like a little bit of the whole wheat flour in there. So really, I mean, we still have a ton of batter left. So really, in reality, you're probably only getting a tablespoon of flour, of actual flour.
Maybe not even that much in each.
So,
But that was the basis of all this, because he loves those honey, the harvest grain.
harvest grain, yeah,
And
I do too.
he said, "Can
They're
you come
definitely
up
over.
with something?" And I said, "Yes, I can."
Those
So,
are awesome. These are both awesome. These are our recipes. And don't forget that you can definitely share yours with us. You can comment on our blog. You can comment right here on this video. Or you can come visit us in our Facebook group and tell us your favorite pancake recipe. And then take these and make them your own. Add cinnamon, add nutmeg, add pumpkin pie spice, add cayenne pepper. Whatever floats your boat. Do what you like and then tell us about it later. And thank you guys so much for joining us today. We've had a blast. We're glad to be cooking for you guys again, for sure. We've totally missed it. So anyway, you guys are awesome and we love you, and we will see you guys